Most people think a good hamburger is just good ground chuck, but in New York, the best hamburger restaurants use their own custom blends of ground meat. These formulas are closely guarded secrets and might include boneless short rib, shank, sirloin, brisket, skirt, even hanger. So the Shake Shack, Stand, BLT, the Spotted Pig, all have their own blends, and they're all completely different, but they have one thing in common. They're all made by Pat LaFrieda. Pat LaFrieda Meats is one of the last of a breed. It's a wholesale butcher still found in Manhattan, and they make about 10 different custom blends. Every day they turn out thousands of pounds of ground beef that becomes the best hamburgers in New York.
The company is named after my father. I'm Pat LaFrieda. He was Pat LaFrieda, and my son Pat LaFrieda now, and we've got another Pat LaFrieda on the way. I mean, I started in this business with working in summer times at 13, and I knew then that I wasn't going to do this, and today I still know it. But that's 47 years ago, and we're still going, and the business has been booming ever since.
We're 24 hours, 5 days a week. So we begin Sunday night. I work nights. I oversee the night operation. And my father comes in around 4:30 a.m. every morning, and he runs the daytime operation with my cousin Mark.
Hello, this is Ken of the Broom Street Bar. Tomorrow we need 40 pounds of hamburger meat. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So the product comes in boxed in Kryback from Nebraska. It arrives here, and the three major cuts that we use are the chuck, the shoulder clod, and the brisket. So from these three pieces, a retail butcher would get many different cuts. He'd get sirloin, he would get a boneless short rib, which most people would not grind, especially now. It's very expensive. The mock tender, a tri-tip, a chicken steak, and different parts of sirloin from the clod. Most hamburger companies would never use these cuts to grind, but these different muscles combined together create a unique flavor. Most hamburgers are put through larger machines, and they're not as cold, and it comes a little pasty, and that's how you get your average hamburger where it's gray in the middle, as opposed to this where you could serve a medium rare hamburger.
Because the meat's actually cut. It's not.
It's not ground. It's chopped. It's chopped beef.
So it's trimmed on the bandsaw.
Right. It's trimmed on the bandsaw, cut into smaller pieces, and the bandsaw operator, who is Willie, will give that product to German. German will feed the mixer, where it'll mix it for only a certain amount of time, which is another variable, and then that meat will then come out and be chopped one more time through here. The larger machines have way too much horsepower, and they crush the meats. And when you use a machine that works a little slower with a little less horsepower, keeps those parts whole. And then the meat is brought over to the hamburger machine where we make the patties.
Mi nombre es Guillermo Farfán.
German Rivera.
Mi nombre es Lorena.
Mi nombre es Romualdo.
I am Pat LaFrieda. I am the owner of this company.
My favorite meat, filet mignon.
Mi preferida carne es la de los hamburgers porque aquí lo hacemos rico.
Mi corte favorito es el filete mignon. Mi carne favorita es el pismo.
My favorite steak is definitely skirt steak. It has the most flavor, and I love it grilled.
Thank you. As you can see, it's a really thick patty. It's cooked on a char grill at a very high heat. So you can char it and black it on the outside, but it's very pink and meaty on the inside. And it's true. It tastes like a really good steak. It tastes like a really good piece of dry-aged beef. You know, you have thousands of hamburgers in your life, and a lot of them are really good. but every once in a while you come across something that just stops you dead in your tracks, like this. This is Oliver Schwaner Albright for Men's Vogue.